This morning we're going to just put in our M units into our center spikes. So on the M units you leave the paper once they're all nice and trimmed. On the center spikes though, you're going to use your purple thing and you're going to pull out a paper and make it nice and pliable. When I do this, I'm going to make sure that I put the M units in there correctly. So the first thing I do is I go ahead and line them up. I put a pin, weave it in, and then on the other side I match it and weave it in as well. You're going to leave the paper on the bottom because when you are working on or when it's feeding into the machine, it will feed better, it won't jam up. I go ahead and I find that center, I match it there, that little bit of glue. Will help keep your edge all matched up nicely. As you come around, notice that I'm kind of pleating the center unit. This is the one that drives me crazy, so I'm going to take a little tiny bit of glue. I'm going to throw it in there so it stays. Then I make sure that my pleats are nice and even on that. I think one of the biggest tricks for the M unit and the center spike is to make sure that you go slow. So when I start this, I'm going to feed a little bit of paper through so that my thread tails don't get all jammed up in there. And go ahead and I pull that first pin out and start to sew. As I come up to an area that might pleat, I just stop and I reposition my fabric. I leave it needle down, and then that way it doesn't slip and slide away. Keep my foot right on the edge so that I have my 1/4 inch going on. Oh, there you go. And that's an example of the sliding around that I want to avoid. Go nice and slow, nice and even. There you go. And that is how to drop in a unit M.